Hey Libra, today I'm going to do your 5 cards in 5 minutes using the Intuit Oracle, which is based on lenormand, and you're in for a real treat because that's my specialty. I'm going to do your 5 cards in 5 minutes, and then I'm going to pull a spirit animal for you. And this spirit animal, you might actually see that animal in your day-to-day life, or you might see it in a picture on someone's wall, or they might even be wearing something that has the motif of that animal. Whenever you do, you just remember that that animal is bringing you luck, or somebody has good advice for you. Just really pay attention when you see your spirit animal. See what's going on around you. All right. I think the cards are ready. All right. Let's see, Libra. 5 cards, 5 minutes. Let's go. Okay, steady forward movement. You're on the right track. You could be going on some travel. Go the distance. Yeah, I think, you're steady forward movement. So if you are going to travel, the travel's going to go just fine. Just fine. Yeah, let's see what it's talking about. Snowflake. Well, this is very interesting. Your cards are mimicking another sign. You saw I mixed them, and that sign was 2 or 3 signs back. So this is crazy. I think you have to be too careful that you don't become too rigid on this track, though, because then you could break, right? If you're too rigid, or you, for example, let's say you're traveling and Tuesday at 8 we're doing this, and Tuesday at 4 we're doing this, and then Wednesday at 9 we're having this breakfast, and blah blah blah. That could fall apart on you, and then it feels like you've gone right off the tracks, because snowflakes melt really, really quickly. They're perfect and they're precise, but they're very fragile. So I just want you to make sure that you don't have a meltdown while you're on this right track. So make sure things aren't exactly precise and too detailed. Oh, bridge. So you are. You're going to overcome any barrier. Isn't this interesting? You got travel card, a travel card. You got a lot of movement here. Just don't be too rigid. Don't be too detailed. Just kind of go. I'm getting like my back is loosening up. Just kind of go with the flow. Go with the flow. Overcome barriers. Harmony. Compromise. So yes, wherever you are going, whether you're on, let's say this is a track, a career track that you want to be on, and you have a thing like, okay, in 6 months, I'm going to be in this position, or in 6 months, in a year from now, I'm going to be the assistant manager. When you become so detailed like that, that's when you can fall off the tracks. So I want you to think, rather than tracks, I want you to think bridge. So rather than right, tracks don't bend. They're like this. They don't go anywhere. So when you do want to make a quick U-turn or a quick turn, you fall right off the tracks. Whereas a bridge goes over a problem. It goes, okay, here's a problem. Let's take a bridge and go over it. Maybe we might have to curl a little bit, but at least you can get over the plan. So whether that is if you're on the right track with a love affair, you're actually are traveling on a career track, business track, anything like that. Don't be too rigid. Don't be too unique, because you will have a meltdown. Be more like a bridge and go over the bridge. Integrate, overcome barriers. Yeah, because that you are on the right track. You are look at the movement card you have of travel, of if you are going on a holiday, if you do make it more of a harmony, compromise. For example, if you're traveling with children, don't have a rigid plan. Please don't, because you're just going to make things miserable for yourself. Have a lot of options of, we can go over this bridge or we can go over that bridge, but at least, the kids aren't having a meltdown, because you're going to have fun. You're going to discover a lot of stuff. You're going to explore. Have a loose plan. Of course, you don't want to just sit in the hotel every day. Have a loose plan, but have many directions on that plan. Have plan B, have plan C. What if it's raining that day and you can't go to the beach? Well, what's your plan B? What's your plan C? right? So make a plan and have a lot of detours available. Oh, there we go. And then the moon. Um, that's your divine feminine. Um, I always associate Libra with divine feminine. I don't know why, because they're Venus, maybe because it's Venus. But that's your subconscious, romance, intuition. Use your intuition with a lot of these things. Let your divine feminine take actually control of these things, whereas the divine masculine would have and the clock agrees with me, have the plan, 8 a.m. breakfast, 10 a.m. park, 11 o'clock, ice cream, 12 o'clock lunch, right? I mean, they would be like, chick, 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 and would run it more like an army exercise rather than a holiday. So just remember to be more go with the flow. I don't want to say, I know this says romance, but how do you do romance with kids? Well, make them feel good about themselves. A lot of laughter, a lot of lightness and ease, and just know a lot of things aren't going to go the way that you plan, but because you've made all these other plans, you have plan B, you have plan C, you have plan D. Um, I think, be that caring. That's also what I think with the divine feminine, a little bit more empathetic, a little bit more caring. If the kids say, Mommy, we're really tired, say, okay, let's go back to the hotel room. If this is more for your job, I honestly think this is traveling. If this doesn't resonate, Libra, then go check your moon and your rising. But I really think this is for traveling. But if it is like for your job, use your intuition and your psych and um, uh, invite more people into that feminine aspect of invite more people into your plans, right? Don't be cold and say, I'm not telling my boss my plan because, what if they don't like it? No, be that divine feminine where you are empathetic and you bring people in and you bring people into your plan. So you have your plan A that, in 6 months, I'm going to be in this position. And in 1 year, I'm going to be in that position. But my plan B is if I'm not in this position at 6 months, then I'll try for 9 months, right? Or I'll ask my boss at 6 months, if I don't get that promotion, what do I need to do? And this card is saying, bring people into your plan, whether that track is for business, well, bring your banker into that plan. If this track is for a career, bring your boss or your other colleagues that can be supportive of what you want out of your job into your plan. Bring that divine feminine intuition and empathy and invitation into your plans. All right, so the underlying, what was I just talking about? Ball and chain, heaviness, trapped, emotional baggage, unhappily married. If you don't follow this, you're going to make everything feel like a ball and chain, that you are stuck on this track, that, you have a meltdown. Yeah, there you go. If you don't become more bridge-like, more plans, more invoking, more the feminine divine, more the invitation, more the empathy, more bringing people in, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel really, really stuck in what it is, whether it's career, whether it's a relationship, a travel plan. You're going to make the trip feel really heavy if you make it too rigid. You're going to feel trapped. Isn't that funny? Even the word baggage is on here, but it's emotional baggage. Unhappily married. Yeah, you're going to make everybody miserable. So there you go. So what spirit animal will help Libra through this? Remind them. One fell right out. Isn't that interesting? Well, I'm going to go with it. Firefly, illumination, chemistry, inner fire, soul spark, someone very exceptional, magic, and attraction. So either you're going to go somewhere where they do have fireflies, but if you aren't anywhere where they have fireflies, then maybe you'll see it on a meme. Maybe somebody will have something in a picture, a camping picture, and there's fireflies. Maybe even on their shirt or like some kind of motif on their clothing that they're wearing or something, you'll see a firefly. And that is telling you that they have good advice for you. You're in a very lucky spot. Everything is going according to plan. You're on the right track. And this is someone very exceptional because fireflies are so rare. So that person who is very exceptional has some great advice for you. Yeah. And I like the magic here too, because that's what you need on when you go on a holiday is you need a little bit of magic. So maybe some of you are going to Disneyland. Anyways, um, I hope that helped you and have a great trip.